All you heard was. What is going on, everyone? This is your host, Rob. I got Alex. I got Biff. We are back with another episode of From My Experience podcast. We on iTunes, mother sucker. We on Sound. I was about to say Soundbook. What?
Mess it up.
We on SoundCloud. We on YouTube. We on Facebook. From My Experience podcast and Instagram. Follow us, please. I'm begging you.
I'm not begging, but you can follow us.
Biff, you ain't begging. I'm begging for all of us. Biff, how are you?
Don't beg for me.
Biff, how are you?
I'm okay. We're here.
Alex, what's going on with you, man? Alex? Biff? Biff? Alex? Hello? Okay. Hello? Ladies and gentlemen, we're having technical difficulties. I don't know why. What the heck? I don't know why we're having these difficulties. I'm going to call them back. Let me see.
You know what?
All right. Hello?
Okay. Hello.
All right. Alex, how are you?
I'm good. Life is good.
Alex, if you keep talking shit about Discord, I'm going to chop you in the damn throat. I done told you 7,000 times Discord makes my computer freeze. Keep telling you that.
Ew.
See? Biff, you remember what we talked about earlier today, Biff? See that shit, Biff? Hey. He say that every week. We should use Discord. And I tell him, it freezes my computer. I've uninstalled it, reinstalled it, updated it. It freezes my computer. It doesn't like me.
Well, that's why you could use the web version so you don't have to install.
I am using the web. Oh my God, that's what I'm talking about.
Wait, how do you install and uninstall if it's a web application? It has nothing to do.
I've done both. You nincompoop. And I've used my iPad, but the iPad, it works on my iPad, but the audio's not good. They ain't come here to hear that. Anyway, y'all, we got some interesting topics, some interesting thoughts, some interesting feelings, and some interesting opinions. And you know what? I'm not even fully prepared for the show because I was supposed to listen to something on the Anchor app, but Alex been getting on my damn nerves. So you know what? The topics we're gonna cover. The topics we're gonna cover are. All right. The topics we're gonna cover.
I know what you're looking at.
No, you don't, Alex. Everyone's not like you.
I'll be that. That's all right.
Anyway, the topics we're gonna cover, y'all. We're gonna talk about where is it? Okay, I need my iPad. We're gonna talk about high-profile cheating versus regular cheating. So people like you, me, Biff, and how cheating affects us and how we react versus when it happens to celebrities. And we're gonna talk about some of the differences and how we see they react and how they deal with it. Another thing that we're going to talk about is the whole H&M thing. So, if you don't know, there is an advertisement for H&M. There was a black child wearing an H&M hoodie for the advertisement, and it said "coolest monkey in the jungle," and people are screaming that's racist. So we're going to discuss our thoughts and opinions on that. What was the other topic?
High profile cheating?
No, not that one. Shit. It was just on the tip of my tongue. Earlier today we were talking about how long is too long before you expect to be engaged.
What? That wasn't the other topic?
It wasn't. We talked about that earlier, Bill.
No, I said that'd be good for another show. I can't find it. I'll think of it in a minute.
The 69 one was the topic.
Oh.
What?
The 69. Okay, there was a meme. I think there was a meme going around, and it was like, "Who still appreciates 69?" And I was looking at some of the comments, and that shit, it turned into a battlefield on there. So.
Oh, I think I saw. I started on Facebook.
I found it. Celebrity presidents. So all this stuff out now where all these people like rooting for these celebrities to be presidents or celebrities thinking they can be president.
We got
So,
one trying to
the
do
first
it now.
thing, the first thing, the first thing, what the heck? I'm sorry, I'm like having a moment, and I'm really mad I didn't listen to the audio clip. The first thing, which I want to talk about first.
High profile cheating, because I have something to say on that.
Alex,
Alright.
don't you get long-winded.
He going first. Wait, before we do that, crap. Never mind. I'll make an announcement later. Go ahead.
All right.
There we go.
Interesting point on high profile cheating versus the average everyday Joe Schmo cheating is this. Look at Jay-Z and Beyonce. We know this man, got caught out there. Solange was beating up on him like, hey, messing with my sister type stuff. And, she's still with him. And if, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't he cheat or was suspected of cheating before they had their first child?
He had been fucking around with what's her face for a while.
Yeah, now here's with that, right? It's funny. With those power couples like that, they tend to push through because of status. It's like, you know what? This is kind of like an agreement thing. Like let Jay-Z and Beyonce be the average person, she would have been gone. All right. Now, you look at Bill Clinton and Bill and Hillary Clinton, right? The Monica Lewinsky thing, right? So a lot of people were putting pressure on her to leave, but you think after all they've been through that it would be an easy thing? They probably be like, you know what? In the eyes of the public, we're together, but they probably were doing something like, hey, I don't love you, you don't love me, but we're in this partnership for for gain. I saw an example of this on Scandal, where you see
What?
remember Scandal? Like I don't know if you watch Scandal on ABC, but
Shout
there was
out
a
to
season.
Shonda Rhimes. I love you, Shonda. You write some of the
Yes,
best shows. I love
I
Grey's
love
Anatomy.
you too.
Yeah,
Yes.
I took a break from Scandal so I can go and binge watch the rest. But pretty much you have the president having an affair, but Melanie stays with Fitz because of status
face.
and yeah, and
She
then
didn't stay with Fitz though.
no, well now it's different. Like you don't tell me I have to go back and watch, but
How far behind are you?
way
What
back
the
there.
heck? You on season
But-
2?
Oh no, I'm like 3 or 4. I'm still
Okay,
in
you're
there.
not paying attention. Who's the president right now?
I think Melanie is.
Okay, bruh, then you okay, never mind.
But it's been a while, okay? It's like I lost track. But in any case, my point being,
Good answer.
if you have a lot to lose, you'll stay with that person as opposed to the average person. Like, F this brother, I'm out. So it's very different rules when you get up to that status. And some people throw out their value, their dignity. They're like, hey, I need this person, and what would it look like? Look at Shriver and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Sandra Bullock and her dude. He cheated on her, and she disappeared from the public eye because obviously, she went back to him. But it's just sad that they could get away with what Robert and I couldn't get away with.
Bro,
I'm just saying.
Hold, bro. You don't know me like that. You don't know what I could get away with.
Oh, you see, hey, look, I'm not about that life. I ain't trying to get caught out there because it's wrong whether you're a celebrity or the average person. That's all I got.
Thank you. All right, Biff. Or you want me to go?
No, I can go.
All right, I'll go.
I'm going.
Go ahead.
Okay, am I going?
Oh.
Oh, okay. First of all, we all know money matters. I don't care who you are, where you come from. Money matters. And at the end of the day, if you've been with somebody who has a lot of money, you become acclimated and accustomed to a particular lifestyle. And when you decide to end those things, you lose that lifestyle.
Yep.
So celebrities, why would I leave you and only have, 25 million when I can stay with you and have 50 million? I can deal with it. I'd be more, you know what I'm saying? I'd be more inclined to fix it because that means I would have to wind up losing a whole lot more than the average person where all we're really losing is hurt feelings and maybe some help on the bills.
Okay.
Now I do understand celebrities are more inclined to stay together, but I also think at the same time, I think about when you think about regular people, I think those people that have been in marriages longer tend to stay together through issues versus those who were newly married or dating.
That's not always the case.
I didn't say it's always the case, just like celebrities break up too. But I'm just saying they're more inclined to work on it because they have built so much and have become so accustomed and so used to something being a particular way. If I was to take that away, then everything is going to crumble. And there are people who feel like they've become so dependent on a different significant other. They wouldn't know what to do if that person left. So I would sit here and deal with it or work through it, and then we'll go on our ways. Just like your grandma and grandpa. Grandpa, them not all, them all grandpa kids, but them not all grandma kids. But she didn't leave. Just because they were accustomed to a particular way of living. And then also, well, it's not as bad now, but I feel like years ago there was a stigma behind leaving somebody you've been married to, or there's a you walk around with the A in your chest versus now is girl, get your shit and go, or boy, you need to leave that hole alone. Like go do what you need to do. I feel like at the end of the day, mostly for celebrities, it's about money, but I think for us regular people, it's just kind of like life does go on. You don't have as much to lose, but I think. If it's more or less how much do you have to lose? The more you have to lose, the more willing you are to work out and accept bad behavior.
And you know what, Biff, you made an interesting point. A couple of exes ago, someone I was seeing, her mother was involved in a situation where the guy was, a drinker. He had betrayed his wife once or twice, and it was told to her, or actually when her daughter approached her about it and said, hey, why don't you leave him, she said she kept hiding behind the sanctity of marriage, but she's from an old mindset where she was solely dependent on him, right? And all the time that was spent, like you have a group it was taught to fix things, and you had others like if they leave, they be asked out pretty much. I don't know anybody else besides this person. Even if they hate their guts and detest being in the same room with them, they'll ride it out, and it's like damn, So I what you're saying. You got old, and I wouldn't say they're fully from the Caribbean, but there are a lot of Southern Black folks, and definitely try to I stay with them for the kids, or kind of try to make an excuse for it, but wrong is wrong.
Yeah. All right, so I talked with one of my friends about this to see what she had to say, and so now you're looking at a person who, when you talk about the celebrities cheating, you're looking at your morals and values and your self-worth. Like, where's your self-worth and your morals and values? When it becomes, I want the lifestyle versus better treatment. Which I was like, damn, that's some real stuff, because I think it's a big difference, because if it's like you and me on this level, you don't really look at, I personally look at what I have to lose and versus what I have to gain too, and is it worth working out? And I look at the role that I played in, the cheating, if it did occur or whatever. She also said, like Biff said, they get comfortable with their situation. They get cheated on, but if he buying you all the bags and shoes and clothes and jewelry you want, but he cheat on you every once in a while, some people are willing to trade off. Also, people are scared of finding out what their new norm is going to be. If I leave him, he cuts me off. What's my new norm? Do I have to, if she not working or he not working? Because dudes do it. It can be, the shoe could be on the other foot. And then she said the other thing to think about is this, as a celebrity, I think it's worse because you're on a public platform. And you, like Cardi B, when she got cheated on, everybody knew. But there's millions of women getting cheated on right now. She got cheated on?
Yeah. But see, supposedly it was a small breakup, and then during that midst of that 2-day breakup, he fucked some girl. But then my whole thing about this is,
Oh boy.
even though she did that, the issue was, when did it actually occur?
And then her response was, what am I supposed to do? Break up with him, date somebody else, and get cheated on again because it's going to happen. Which is her belief about men, which I think is sad. But unfortunately, because of propaganda and, again, publicity and people's status, is put out there. So they look at one popular guy or famous guy and look at what he does. And any guy that fits that mold automatically gets put into that category, which is whack. But...
Yeah.
And she said this, and it's funny, because it would make me think twice about cheating. But when you cheat, you know, as a celebrity, you kind of get the scarlet letter. Like, everyone labels you as a cheater. Like, they know, like, not to bash, but Halle Berry. Like, Halle Berry is one of the most gorgeous women in the world. But when I think of Halle Berry, I think she crazy because that's what they put. That's what all of her exes have said, you know. Like, but had I not heard those three guys or two, I forget how many it is, then I probably would never have those thoughts or feelings about her. But I think, like you all said, it's a lose situation. It's like, what am I going to lose or what am I going to gain by staying? You know, dating or marriage. You know, marriage is different. Yeah. I feel like on a, you know, in a relationship, if I get cheated on, if I really felt like I didn't play a particular role or push her away or not be the man I'm supposed to be and she cheated just to cheat, then I'm done with that. Now, if we married, I would go to counseling and see if we could work it out and fix it because I believe in marriage. I believe in what it stands for.
You took vows. You took a vow.
Right. So I believe in what it stands for, and that's a different level. You know what I'm saying? That's a different level. So I would take it there. I'm not saying it'd be easy, and I'm not saying I would stay, but I would put in more effort on that level because we're committed. And then again, and not to be, I mean, kind of like the celebrity thing, our stuff is combined. Your credit score combined, your assets, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So you do have to consider that because your life is going to be different. You know, a big ugly divorce. And then, you know, obviously if you marry someone, I would pray and hope that you actually are in love on another level and that it's like, okay, you know what? I love you enough to forgive you and work it out. So, but yeah, I think celebrities get a lot. They get a huge pass, man. I think they get a huge pass.
Yeah. Now, you know, I wanted to respond to something.
No.
You know what? All right, fine then.
Go ahead.
I done lost train of thought. Go ahead.
Great. They get a huge pass, and it's funny. The average guy, you know what I'm saying, like Biff, if you had a boyfriend, he cheated on you, and it was on Snapchat or Instagram, and 5 million people saw it, that would devastate you. But it's like the celebrity cheats, and it's like that's the worst kind of cheating when everyone knows. It's embarrassing, and they stay. You know,
it's embarrassing, but then also at the same time, I feel like people accept it from celebrities.
Yeah,
I feel like the first, like Cardi B said, so what, I'm just going to get cheated on again. I feel like when you're a celebrity, it's going to be like, you kind of expect that from men, not for them, you know, for them to have the main wifey, but you expect for them to go out and do what they do on the side. It's not like, I mean, it's shocking because it went public, because you, most of the time, it's not that, yo, you're bad for cheating. It's, you better find a hole that keep quiet.
Right. And I think that's a terrible expectation for men, but that's like an expectation for men in general, which is crazy. Like I think, and I find it offensive because I'm not like that, and I'm like, I've been accused, and I'm like, yo, don't disrespect me like that. You know what I'm saying? I think that says a lot about a person. If they can't commit to you in a relationship, they have commitment issues. If you ain't what I want, then you ain't what I want, and I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Like this, I want you sometimes. Then don't be with that person. If you feel the need to constantly cheat on someone, you don't need to be with them. Typically, it goes back kind of to the celebrity status. It's like, well, I know she'll if I cheat on her, she'll leave me. But I like the way she cook and clean my house and rub my balls at night, so I'm gonna make sure she don't find out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's exactly.
That's trash. Y'all got anything else?
It really is, but no, that's the expectation we hold celebrities to, but we hold those that are on the same level as we are to a higher expectation.
And you know, just on that, you know, when it comes to that, you know, never mind. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Alex.
No, no, I'm good. Next time.
Alex, go ahead, man. Get it off your chest.
No, I'm good. I don't want to rant, so we're good.
You can rant. Go ahead, because we don't have that much to talk about, so we actually need the time.
I forgot.
Y'all getting on my nerves.
I'm gonna throw something at Alex. Alex, no, he ain't forget.
You know, I had to be in the moment. You know, like.
All right, I need to quit interrupting you. Is what you're saying? I'm about to go back and play Quantum. I can't even talk. I'm about to go back and play Quantum Break. Hold on. All right. The next topic. Let's talk about this H&M thing, and I'm gonna play devil's advocate. The H&M hoodie, black child wearing a hoodie that says "coolest monkey in the jungle." People are outraged about it. You know what? I'm gonna say this. It's a double-edged sword because of the climate that, unfortunately, our president or the president of the United States of America.
Y'all president.
Shut up. If you're a citizen of this country, it's your damn president too, unfortunately.
I go back to Haiti.
Because of you're in Haiti. Alex is already in Haiti right now.
Let's get on the boat.
Because of
I came here on American Airlines, thank you.
Ooh,
right.
They are the worst company, man. I hate American.
They're the only ones that fly into Kennedy direct flight. I'm just saying.
Oh God.
Because of the climate he's kind of created with his outward racism and racist remarks, the country is now. It's hard to say. It's like I think there's no. It's not hard to say. It's not just because of him, but because of just other people and other communities in general. We're overly sensitive. We're overly sensitive now. Black people in particular, I think we have a reason to be, because there's been so many times and so many situations where we've let it pass or we haven't been in the uproar. But now we see that when these other communities, whether it be the trans community or the white community, black community, the LGBT, when they go out and they have uproars, they get noticed and things change. So now we're starting to do the same thing. And it's crazy because the hoodie is not a racist hoodie. Like if you walk in that store and you see that hoodie hanging up, you wouldn't have said anything. If that hoodie was on the hoodie. Shut up and let me finish talking.
Shut up.
If that hoodie was on a white child, an Asian child, or whatever, nobody would have said anything about it. But I was talking to my line brother about it, and he said it's the ingredient. It's the fact that they put it on a black child. And I said, you're exactly right. So people are, and then I'm like, does H&M have a history of being racist? This, I don't know. I haven't heard anything. Typically, when something comes out about you, your whole past comes out. Now, I have not heard anything about them being overtly racist. So I'm like, was it a bad move? Yeah, I would have thought twice about that before I did that. But is it actually racist? I'm on the fence about it. I'm on the fence about it because I don't think that hoodie was outwardly racist, but the imagery was definitely in bad taste. But like if I saw that hoodie hanging up in the store, I wouldn't think, oh, that's fucking racist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of get what you're saying here, but then at the same time, I think you said that people are overly sensitive. I don't think we're overly sensitive. I just think now it's time for people finally saying, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of you. I'm tired of the abuse. I am tired of the oppression. I'm just damn tired. So every little moment or every little event that happens, I'm going to keep reminding you why I'm tired until you do something. And for a long time, the black rhetoric in the community was, if I'm quiet, I can make quiet changes. And obviously that hasn't been working because it's just abysmal, the black community. The oppression is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
So now that we figured out, you got to hit them where it hurt. And where is that? In your pockets.
Yep. I've been telling Alex that for years.
Now when I start digging in your
pockets. Leave me out of this.
When I start digging in your pockets, all of a sudden I start seeing slight changes. When I'm showing up in your town halls in your face, I'm starting to see slight changes. When I'm in the community and I'm messing with you, I'm starting to see slight changes.
Well,
so now I think that people are becoming more cognizant of what's going on. And then also, you got to think, before we hit the age of technology, what happened in St. Louis or what happened in California, I had no idea about.
Right.
But now that I know, the access to technology has promoted sharing. Now I can be like, that's your experience too? That happened to me. Okay, let's do something about it.
Right.
So I think now it's just like you said, I don't think the T-shirt was overtly racist. Yes, I do. I'm not a fan of little monkeys. I'm not a fan of them. I'll just tell you that now. I'm not a fan of monkeys. But like you said, if I walk in the store, I'm not gonna be like, "That is a racist shirt." I'm gonna just say, "My
Biff,
baby's
you
not
used to
gonna
like
have that."
monkeys. Times have changed. You used to love those sock monkeys, remember?
Yeah, but they were like cute. I wasn't going around saying you know, you little monkey. It was just,
That's what I'm saying. It's so sad that we live
I
in a
mean,
society to where something as simple as a monkey is now like you got to be careful of where you put it and
yeah,
who you put it
sock
on.
monkeys don't have blackface. You know what I'm saying? They're not like the sock monkeys. They're just lovable, cuddly like bear.
If
They're
you
just a
put if
monkey.
you're a clothing designer and you have a monkey product, you need to pull it. Go ahead.
Yeah, that too. To be honest, yeah. Just because,
They're gonna
just
have
because
to.
of what is symbolic. Yeah, what is symbolic of, and then a lot of times, like you said, the ingredient is how you use it. You got a dark skinned baby in the front and center of your damn magazine or ad with that on there. And the ad was actually, it wasn't even an American ad from what my understanding.
That's the other
like
question I had. Yep.
It was a UK African ad.
Mm-hmm.
So then for you to do that, say the coolest monkey in the jungle, and then from where our peoples originated from, that kind of is a slap in the face now. Come on now. Nobody didn't think this through.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then another thing, being a mother, I was kind of upset when his mom was like, I don't see nothing wrong.
That's what I was gonna say.
I saw that mess.
When she said that,
Yo.
that automatically made me think, your baby's dignity, your baby's integrity, everything your baby is born into, what he's about, how they fear him, all the things that he's going to go through is worth a check. You telling me that it's okay to teach him, even if it's racist or even if it's inadvertently racist, it's okay, long as you're getting paid for it, long as you can get some more gigs. I don't like that. When you put that on my baby, my dark-skinned baby, and I would have seen that, I'm like, hold on, him and Timmy need to switch.
Right.
No, you're not going to put that on my baby. And you could have put your foot down, but you so desperate for a piece of coin that you let them do that and embarrass your baby. And now your baby will forever be cemented in history because once it's on the internet, it never goes away.
Yeah.
As a catalyst for this movement. And then the fact that you disagreed with why people were standing behind your child for something that he doesn't even understand.
Yeah.
That just blew my mind as a mom.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine that. I have a little black boy. I just cannot imagine that.
Hey, go ahead, Alex.
You know what? Short and sweet. Dave Chappelle said something that I'm gonna leverage.
Shout out to Dave Chappelle, friend of the show.
Yeah.
Chappelle show. Ooh.
Yeah, rich bitch. But
Are we?
he is.
Right,
Hell, I tried to go to the comedy thing in New York, and it was like almost like $500 a ticket.
What?
Like, what? Yeah. What? I'm trying to get two. I'm like, hold up.
I'll catch you on Netflix.
Yeah. But Dave Chappelle, what I respect about him, and you'll see how I tie this in, where he had one of the funniest shows on cable network. This man was making a killing, making money hand over fist, and going into season 3, they're asking him to do certain skits that were.
You broke up a little bit. They were asking him to do what, Alex?
They're asking him to do certain skits that were socially irresponsible.
Okay.
Now, if Chappelle as a comedian had the
Alex, you're breaking up really bad.
Hold on.
Okay, you sound better now.
Yeah, you sound better now.
Yeah, I'm not sure why, but
You got them torrents running. I know what you downloading. Go ahead.
I'm not downloading anything. But it's Skype. It buffers like that. But Dave Chappelle went against what his higher ups were asking him to do, to have a black man dress up as a woman, defaming himself or whatnot. And he said, he had to question the fact that they're asking him to do this and what it would do to his people. And he's like, I have to, face my people if they ask me about this skit. So he said, this is socially irresponsible. He went on Oprah and said, yes, this was socially irresponsible. To to say, hey, you know what? Pump the brakes on this one. So
Right.
Extreme should, and even though this was a overseas thing, the fact that the internet, it's not locked away to region. Everyone's gonna see it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, somebody had to conceptualize this and say, hey, this is a good idea. And then they went ahead and what they should have done is run it through focus groups first to see if somebody was gonna have a reaction. Obviously, they shot from the hip. And, know,
Alex, you're falling out again. It's kind of hard to hear you.
You said they shot from the hip and what?
Yeah, they I don't think that they did the proper checks beforehand to make sure that they weren't gonna get a reaction. Anything that I do at my or any projects we run it through groups first to anticipate a reaction. They did not do that. That's what they get. Don't feel sorry for H&M and whatnot. And even with the culture overseas being a little more, how can I say, they're not as sensitive as the United States. It's still in poor taste what they did, And I'll just keep it short because this guy and whatnot. Yeah, they should have known better. Be social responsible. Period.
Yep. And I mean it's terrible, man. It's terrible. And I think, like you said, Biff, once we start hitting them in the pockets, then yeah. And we had, shout out to EJ, she called in on the Anchor app. So guys and girls out there listening, if you get the Anchor app, what we're going to start doing, we're going to post the topics ahead of time. And you can actually call into the app and record a response to the topics or your thoughts and feelings about the topics. And we'll, at a later date, we'll play them on the show. So I'll play some of you guys' responses, or I'll, give some of the bullet points that you all gave, so your opinions and thoughts can be heard, since some of y'all act stank and act like y'all can't respond on the Facebook page. So shout out to EJ.
Call him out, Biff. Call him out.
Shout out to my homegirl EJ though. She basically said everything that we should said, and she basically was like, the mom should have known better. So yeah.
Because you are your child's first protector.
Yeah.
And I feel like you knew what was gonna happen.
Yep. So, all right, next topic.
Can I have school tomorrow?
You might go to school tomorrow.
Shout out, hold on. Huge shout out to Sonia Lewis. She is known to many as a student loan doctor. She's the first African American female to open a student loan service center, and they're called the Student Loan Doctor LLC. So the studentloandoctorllc.com, check them out. They have various services that can help you. There's a bunch of them on here. There's a bunch of them on here. So check out the Student Loan Doctor LLC. I believe they are based out of... she's a Philadelphia native, so I don't know where they're based out of. But I wanted to shout her out. My friend told me about it when I was talking to her, because we were talking about black businesses, and I think that's important. Who is wooing you?
Grayson is singing to me, so mind your business.
Tell Grayson, you know what?
he on the show.
Yeah.
He's been on the show before, ain't he?
Yes. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, last topic for tonight. How do y'all feel? And did y'all see what Seal had to say about Oprah?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So I had a joke right there, but I'm not gonna say it.
You don't need that pillow. Come on. So
there's been a lot of talks and stuff about, ever since Trump has become president, people have been looking to celebrities for presidents. Again, I was talking to my homegirl about this, and she feels the same way I feel. A president needs experience, and they should have a servient spirit. And I feel like that too. Being a celebrity and memorizing Now, I will say this: not all, but a good bit of celebrities do have experience with serving the community, but running a country is different. Dealing with people of different poverty levels and things like that, and trying to keep balance and order in the country is a far cry. It's a far cry, and we want to be taken seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of hard to be taken seriously when everyone across the world is seeing your butt cheeks in a movie or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of talk has been about, I've heard The Rock, I've heard Will Smith, and I've heard Oprah. Those are the three that I've heard.
Oh, don't forget Kanye. Remember, he said he would try to run. It wouldn't be out of the question considering the standards have dropped so low with this Yahoo in
And
office. I'm just saying.
even I would be afraid of Kanye, only because of he's had clearly has had some mental breakdowns over the years.
Unpredictability.
Very unpredictable. Let's just drop bombs on them, okay? Let's just bomb them, guys. No thanks.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'll go first. I just kind of went. But yeah, I feel like if you're, number one, I would rather if you're a celebrity and you're thinking about doing it, start off somewhere like Arnold Schwarzenegger did. Be a governor. Do something in the political realm to show us what you're capable of and what you're going to do. But to be elected to the highest office in the country, I think that's a slap in the face of people who are actually politicians. That's like me going up and signing up for NASCAR, and I never drove in a race before, and someone else who's been driving all their life, I get the same opportunity as them without any experience. It's crazy because that's what America's about, like, equal opportunity. So, but it's like, but I mean, it's that's crazy. I mean, our country is changing. It's almost like some of those crazy psychedelic movies that you watch and you see like the future, and it's like the weirdest person is the president and everyone's like strung out on drugs and there's all kind of craziness going on. It's like that's what we're headed towards, man. Like, we need more balance. I mean, this whole celebrity president thing, everything is becoming a fad too. Everybody thinks it's funny, and I'm like, yo, no, like, you don't, this person looks, you only know what they put out. Yes, a majority of what we see about Oprah is overly positive, but it's like, she ain't perfect, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying we need to look for skeletons in the closet, but it's like, yo, that doesn't mean she'll be a good president, or The Rock will be a good president. They might be a-holes behind doors. We don't know.
I need to see. I need a resume. I need to know what you can do, what you have done, what you will do, what you plan on doing. Not just like you said. It's really a slap in the face to politicians who actually bust their butt for their constituents in their respective areas or states or whatever it may be.
You better say constituents again, girl.
It's frustrating. This man has zero experience. Every day we sitting there wondering if Kim Jong-un going to launch missiles because they talk about who got the biggest button on the damn desk.
Hawaii.
Nobody.
Did you hear about that?
Oh, that that was a false alarm. I know that man got fired. But it's frustrating because now it's like nobody in Europe wants to deal with us. Nobody in Africa wants to deal with us. Like, even the relations that we had that were going so good during the Obama administration have all been cut off. Nobody wants to deal with us. Like, even if you talk to somebody from Europe or somebody from Africa, you say, I'm from the U.S., they give you like a real raunchy ass look. Like,
but Biff, to respond to that, it's not that they don't want to deal with us. They don't want to deal with him.
But
he represents us. That's us.
What? Not me.
Yes, he does. Alex, keep saying that, Alex.
As a country as a whole, he does. You know what I'm saying? He's the mascot. He's the first person they see, and nobody wants to deal with him. You've already seen how diplomats will avoid his handshake or just kind of look at him. They'll go to Melania before they even go to him. And that's definitely like not protocol. It's even got to the point where certain countries in their Congress or whatever parliaments or whatever it may be, they're fighting each other because they said, I don't want him to come to my country. I don't want him to visit. I don't want him over here. I don't want nothing to do with him until he's gone. And you know what I'm saying? And that's just, it's frustrating because then now, I mean, we already knew there was racist, but now they've been emboldened. They've using, even though they're using his rhetoric and his policies and his way of life, saying this is Trump's America. They're using that as a way to get around and using it as a loophole for them to be racist, overtly racist.
Yep.
And I feel like now, it's like you said, now racial tensions are getting to a high point, and he's one of the reasons why it's getting to a high point. And then it's also embarrassing because when you sit there and look at those statistics, of course, the low poverty white people did vote for Trump, but it was white women, middle-aged, middle-class white women.
Do you know?
Those are your teachers. Those are your peers. Those are your coworkers. Those are women you look at every day.
You just hit a nerve. You just hit a nerve.
Those are your nurses. Those are the people that you see every day. And they have mom
And they're
who
full
so
of regrets.
excitedly wants to, yeah, and that at home mom who so excitedly wants to welcome you in and do that and this, that, and the fourth. Like, that's who voted for this, and it was just really like an eye opener. And I'm kind of over it. Like now, we it's so much shit to fix. I do not feel like a celebrity president is going to fix. This is not Who Wants to Be America's next best president.
Right.
True. Now,
somebody
I
else.
wanted to add to what you said, Biff, if I can interject. Do
Go
you
ahead.
know when they were asking folks out in the Midwest, which, it kind of surprised me when I heard some of the responses from middle to upper middle age Caucasian women who stay at home. There was a demographic, and do not let me give a disclaimer to anyone that listens to this. Please do not be offended by what was presented on ABC News with I forget his name, the anchor. He I don't know, it might be different down for you guys, but without trying to delve deep into it, you had this demographic of women saying that being a president is a man's job. Hillary had no business trying to do a man's job. And in my head, I said, are you freaking serious? That pissed me off in levels where I have two sisters. And you mean to tell me if ever they were, they're American born, luckily. If they were ever to go for an office, they are able to do so. But the fact of the matter is, you still have women telling other women that you can't do this because this is a man's job. Or we still back in the 40s or something, the 20s? Like, what the hell is this? You have a group of people that still think in this old archaic mindset.
Yeah.
And when I sat there and listened to that, I'm like, you just a damn fool right there, because you think that it's okay. Like also jumping to a point where everybody should have a prerequisite for the greatest office in the land. If me, as a soldier, in order to make sergeant first class, I have to do my SSD courses, I have to hit my other ranks beforehand. You don't just cut the line and jump around. If I'm trying to go for a job, either you need your bachelor's, you need some real world experience. They're not gonna go around that. And when you got a guy like this that you put in the office with no experience, this is what we get.
Trash.
He should have been a governor, a senator, a mayor, something. Respect that office, and anybody that put him there should share blame in whatever happens as a result of this feeble-minded, foolish individual who had no business being in office. He didn't even think he was going to win. He wasn't prepared but he got people all stirred up on his rhetoric, and they're like, yeah. And truth be told, this is just an opinion, and I know what my affiliation is. I'm just because I'm part of the show. I'm just going to say the ones out in certain areas that would not have been affected by, whether whoever was president, but voted for him, shame on you. Because at the end of the day, people in Los Angeles, people in New York, Boston, like the metropolis is going to be affected by an individual like that running the office. Somebody can change your taxes, but don't want to show what he did or didn't pay. Sad. I'm done.
Trash.
I don't want to. My thing is celebrity candidates and whatnot. No, this is showing you why you don't want that. You want somebody that is tested, proven, has a resume, had other offices to leverage. Like one day, I'm pretty sure you got folks like Cory Booker from my area that I could see as a future potential candidate. You know what I mean? This guy, record. If you're going through any interview process, you're going to make sure they're qualified to do the job. And the guys, I wish they would do what they call the Myers-Briggs personality test. They used to do that when young ROTC cadets would come and try to become officers at a college, high school, or whatnot. And they try to determine if you're fit mentally to do what you're about to embark on.
Yes.
How come this did not happen for that individual. You
How?
know, at the end of the day, this is why you don't put a celebrity in the office. And some people
Mm-hmm.
try and say, well, Ronald Reagan did it. Well, at least he had some sort of acumen about him. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have been able, I was too young to remember, but, you know, I didn't know he was an actor, did movies and things of that nature. But when he ran the office, regardless of, you know, some of the mistakes he made, and you know it's the guy had decorum. He had, you know, he handled PR in a different way. The guy can get in up on TV, give you know, address the nation with some sort of etiquette and
Or some
intelligence.
type of couth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
this guy,
You
his
better use
vocabulary.
them SAT words, Biff. You
This
ain't
guy,
slick.
well, hey, you know what? Biff is more qualified than this dude. I'm just saying.
Alex, I'm actually proud of you because I was expecting a lot more profanity. Go ahead.
I did. I can. You can hear it in his voice though.
Yeah.
I was trying not to, because remember what I am.
Yeah.
And, you
Yeah.
know,
A
for the
Mitch.
sake
A
of,
Mitch.
because at the end of the day, he's still. If somebody says I have to go boots on
He's
ground
still
somewhere,
commander in beef. I get it.
Yeah, we know.
I know somebody will say something, but you know, I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life and freedom of speech. But I gave that up when I signed up. You know, but it's really sad to see how we are the laughing stock of the world. They're looking at us,
Mm,
Americans. Look at what they put in office. Oh,
yeah.
you know, that really put a black eye on this country. You know, I'm not American born, but
Why the
I
eye
grew
gotta be black?
well. Yeah,
Well,
but I'm just saying, you know, those of you who voted for him and put him in office with knowing full well he wasn't fully qualified, put yourself in a position where you're trying to go for a job and they tell you no because they say you don't have the qualifications. You had no business putting them there.
yeah.
And now
I'm
we got what we got.
Yep. I can keep going.
So now we gotta deal with it. Yeah. Now we gotta deal with it.
Now
Now everybody's sitting there. Now everybody's sitting there crying and oh my God, well why are you doing this? Now we gotta deal with it. You did it. And the people that thought they was gonna be least affected are the ones that are most affected. Those low income, low poverty white people that's in the middle of nowhere, trailer. Well, I won't call them all trailer park trash because they're not all, but low poverty white people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I couldn't believe he said he was gonna do this. He
Yeah.
was a liar before he got in office. You didn't think he was
Exactly.
gonna lie when he got in office?
It's like,
Yeah,
did you listen to what he said?
Most,
And
most politicians are liars anyway.
they didn't pay attention
Yeah.
to the build up and the lead up to the presidency. Some of the
They
things
didn't.
he disqualified himself with some of the stuff he said. And my thing is this: it's like beyond racism or how you personally feel about another culture of people. Is this the guy you really felt could do the best job? Like my thing is
Thank
this:
you.
even if you disgusted and despise Hillary, Bill did a good job, Obama did a good job, and you know they would have had her back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, say what you want about, you know, and there's all kinds of people who had to try to knock Obama. This country ran like a brand new vehicle. I mean, it was smooth. I never felt more at peace. I never felt more calm. And he did a much better job than people anticipated. You know, some people are like, oh, he didn't do enough.
They tried to sabotage him too.
Can
They
I
tried to
fit? They did try
Oh,
to
go ahead.
sabotage him. A lot of black people in high positions tried to sabotage him too. But my challenge to those people is this: okay, you got all these complaints. How about you do it? You go and give 8 years of your life and devote it to trying to fix this country in 8 years. They act like he could snap his fingers and eliminate such,
Shit happens,
certain things. You know what I'm saying? He's got to
And
pass
granted,
bills.
no presidency is perfect. He did have some blips on his presidency, but it is what it is. He was the best president we had for a while. Like you said,
Scandal free.
Exactly. There were no complaints. His biggest scandal was the fact that he wore a tan suit for Easter.
I'm getting.
But you know what? I will tell you this: a lot of people want
What?
to say that, oh yeah, he didn't do this, didn't do that.
Yep.
I've never seen a group of the other side try to make sure that he didn't achieve just so they can say, look what he didn't do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. So
And
at the
then-
end of the day, like he tried to do things that would help folks, You have this individual who wants to cut things, build up walls, and create tension with other people, and that's okay. There's no opposition. The other side needs to grow some testicles and start
Yeah.
giving the same resistance that the outgoing administration got.
But
You
you
know
know
what
what was funny for him not to have done nothing his whole 8 years? You said you sure didn't spend the whole year in some trains trying to get rid of and change everything he did. So
Exactly.
what is the nothing that he's done that all you doing is making sure it's not continuing?
Exactly. All right,
But
now
I wanna
go ahead.
I do wanna quickly get into a fun topic because I know we've been on here. We had some very serious.
All right,
topics.
well let me officially move on. So, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps
Okay.
that up. Don't forget, you can always email
He
us
said
from my
wrapped.
experience.
I heard that. Ahem.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, you can always email us from my experience podcast at gmail.com with topics and if you want to be a guest. Go ahead, Biff.
Okay, but the fun topic of the week that I did notice was a big debate on 69.
Is that a big debate?
It is because it's what I noticed.
Is it debatable, Biff?
It is because I, for one, I don't like it. I can't concentrate, and if you
Because
like
you're
Cookie Monster-
whack, Biff.
No.
You gotta multitask.
No, exactly. And if you're like, if
You
like
don't
Cookie
have to
Monster,
multitask. Go ahead.
If you're like the Cookie Monster,
What?
if you're the Cookie Monster, I'm just gonna sit up. I'm telling you now, it's just not finna happen. I like my, I like,
Munching on it?
Wait.
I like the one-on-one attention.
Biff, what is the Cookie
versus-
Monster? We gotta wait.
Oh, you lost me there.
You know the Cookie Monster is. You know how you eat cookies.
That's how you. Oh my God, Biff. Okay.
Well, I'd rather say Cookie Monster instead of Pussy Monster, but you know.
All right, there you go. This is an adult show. What you mean?
Oh goodness.
Okay, I got you.
But yeah, I'm just saying. I prefer one-on-one time versus one.
Okay.
It's just easier. I can focus more, and then I can figure out. You know, it's just easier. I don't know. I don't like it. It's not a fan favorite.
Listen,
Okay.
Biff, you have to learn to multitask.
I didn't say I couldn't do it. I said I don't like it.
Why you keep saying multitask? You're receiving and then you're giving. I mean, it's not
Giving
really
at the same time.
you know, you just got to be able to concentrate. I mean, for me, it's
I
never
can't
been.
concentrate.
It's never been. Yeah, because
Wow.
my reputation precedes me. Let's say that it's always trash when I try to do it. It's like when she sit down, I'm like, okay, man. 30 seconds in, oh wait, your mouth should be full. Why do I hear sounds coming out? And
Yeah,
before you
that's
know
what I'm
it, they
talking
just
about. Like you might as well just do what you're doing by yourself anyway. Like there's no point in doing that because it's gonna wind up uneven. It's not gonna
It's
stay
always gonna
50-50
end
the
up
whole time.
That's trash though. Now that I think about it, but I like that. I like eating it in that position anyway. Like I like for her to sit on me like that anyway. So
Well, she can turn around and sit.
no, I like it. I mean, I like that position. Like she don't even have to be giving me head. I just like that position because she can't run. They try to run you, wrap your arms around that torso.
Oh, spicy.
Yo, I wish I could record myself doing that. Y'all would laugh. I be doing.
Ain't nobody needs to see that.
Listen, I be. Yo,
Oh my
it's
God,
funny because you
Bill.
know they can't
That
run.
looked like an amateur film. Like it had the camera.
Yo,
up
I
in
be
the
doing all
corner
the
of
stuff I
room.
be seeing in pornos. It's funny. I'm like, ah! Just to see if it'll work.
And you know what? In
And it
that
works.
position- Yeah, wow.
Everything works in that position. Oh God.
But you see, in that position, like you said, they can't run. And if you work out like me, they ain't going nowhere.
Ooh.
I'm just.
Alex, also, I see you with your little back pics today and your little roundhouse kick videos. What are you doing that for?
Wait. Did you know somebody said that? Oh, I look like I'm doing extreme telemarketing. That's messed up. Like, I'm like, wait a minute. This martial arts, like extreme telemarketing. I'm like, he said, what is this? And then he's like, yeah, if you
Oh,
don't buy
God.
life insurance with my company, I'm gonna start doing martial arts on him. I'm like, come on, man.
He said extreme telemarketing. That's funny because I was a telemarketer. And I really wanted to fight people sometimes. Oh my God. Yeah,
you
Biff,
know
you're
what?
right.
If Real Man ever checks this out, you think you're a funny dude? I got you, bro. I got you. Shout out to him.
Yeah, the 69 I think is dead.
Yeah.
No, it's
Because
not.
it's just so much more you can do in so many different ways. I think that was really one of those overhyped positions that just because I mean, I guess at the time that somebody discovered it or finally started printing it out, it was like over the top, like ooh,
It's interesting.
But
yeah, I feel
was
like
in
it
the
was.
future long before, I'm just saying.
You
They-
what?
no comment. Go ahead.
What?
I'm not gonna add anything to this. Go
Also,
ahead.
fellas, the 69 is also a position to make her fall in love with you. You know,
No, the
once
hell it ain't.
yes, it is because
No,
one,
it's
you
not.
prove your male dominance if you good. You got to be good though. Like it helps you, but you still got to have them tongue skills. But it does. It's
No, it don't.
it's-
Because then soon as you turn around or she get to put something in her mouth, all you hear is ooh shit. Y'all fall.
No,
y'all
I've
just-
never
y'all
had
just
that.
male.
I've,
Y'all
I've,
just male.
I don't want to say too much. I haven't really ever gotten like super duper really good head except for from my very old ex who didn't know how, but she allowed me to teach her though. So I got to cater it to exactly what I wanted and exactly what I liked, and it was amazing.
Phenomenal. Amazing.
Yeah, ever since that. Well, no, and then there was that thing in Atlanta. Yeah, I can't forget about that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God, boy, I was eating pineapples all week because I already knew.
Wow.
I need to be fair, and I got compliments on that too. Oh man.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I sent y'all something just for laughs on Instagram. Y'all gotta like that.
I'm not looking. All right, y'all.
It's
yeah.
funny. No comment.
Whatever
Go
you
ahead.
say. All right. I think that's it. We talked about high profile cheating. We talked about H&M and the racist hoodie. We talked about celebrity presidents. We're gonna wrap it up. Thank you all
Wrap
for
it up,
listening.
B. Wrap it up. Dave
Thank
Chappelle
you.
style.
Chappelle Show. Ooh.
Thank you all for listening. Please follow us on Instagram from My Experience Podcast. We are also on YouTube and SoundCloud. Please subscribe, like the videos. We are also on iTunes. And join the Facebook group. I will approve
also,
you.
On iTunes, you can subscribe, so I don't want to hear it, and you can get push notifications to let you know when we drop a new episode.
We drop new episodes every Wednesday. Also, get the Anchor app. Or be active on the Facebook page, man. Like, I'm going to start posting the topics ahead of time so y'all can comment. On the Anchor app, you'll be able to hit the call-in button and actually give a recorded response or record your opinion and thoughts about the topics ahead of time. And when we record, we'll throw your input out there. But thank you for the support. A lot of big things coming for 2018. I'm gonna dump some more money into the podcast to get us some more promotion. Biff and Alex have been beating the shit out of me about doing a live stream, so we're gonna start doing some random live stream stuff.
Yes, yeah.
I'm having a special show next week actually. I'm going to record it next week. I don't know when I'm gonna air it, but I'm meeting up with two friends and we're gonna record a show about a topic my friend wanted to discuss, so I'll be on location. And
Alex,
we're gonna
did
have
you know about this?
No, Alex is in New Jersey. He can't do anything.
Is this a breach of contract?
I own the company. Anyway.
Okay, Joe Budden.
Don't you dare Joe Budden me. I wish I was that awesome.
Ew, you think he's awesome?
First of all, he top 5 dead or alive MC. Secondly, he's brilliant for taking his crass personality and making it a thing. And you know what? I applaud him for bringing the real back. Like, I applaud him for just being honest in this overly sensitive world that we have right now.
He be getting told off. Ain't nobody worried about no.
Yeah, he always gets told off, and he doesn't care. That's the funny part. I'm just glad he not no more beef getting jumped and stuff and beat up.
Damn.
I was worried about him for a minute. But
they got a song at the top of a nigga like a hoe call him Joe Budden.
Yeah, they did have a Joe Budden song, but then it's like you called him that, and now your girl is worried about you cheating. So, bro, I'm gonna need for you to go. I need for you to handle your business.
That ain't got nothing to do with it. I've been calling
does.
niggas Joe Budden all the time.
You can't trash someone else in their namesake, and when you
You old
trash,
Joe Budden ass nigga.
Okay, let's talk about this.
I remember
Why?
I remember when Joe Budden had like I'll never forget. It was on Twitter and it was late night. He had a show like in Myrtle Beach and somebody was like live tweeting it. They was like, "It's nothing but 12 people here."
Oh yeah, he got her kicked out of the show. I remember that. I was a fan all the way back then, Joe. I'll never forget that. He was like, "I'm not performing the set till she gets the fuck out of here." And they got her out too.
And you know what? I had an
Okay, so he
opportunity to meet him too when he was up at one of the clubs in my area. Couldn't get in, man. I was mad. I'm like, hey, that was whack.
Wait, what?
The club was whack as hell at the time, but they revamped it and everything. Shout out to Coco Bongo that was open back in the day. That's the name of the place, Coco Bongo. Or it was. I think they call it something else now.
I'm surprised you never met Joe Budden and you live in Jersey. That's like should be illegal.
I was trying to, but it didn't work out.
He's still there. Yeah, you might meet him somewhere. They do live location podcasts sometimes. All right, we off on a tangent. Biff, any closing comments?
You guys, I enjoy the show. I enjoy you. Stay black, stay proud, stay true to you, stay true to who you are. Do not change for anybody. And I will see you guys next week.
Alex?
Thank y'all for having me on the show. Appreciate it. And stay positive. 2018, do great things.
All right, for our nerds out there, Alex, tell them where they can find the new gaming order info and what they can check out and what they can expect. Oh, I got to stop following Nas's daughter on Instagram.
My bad. That was me. I'm
going to have to stop following Nas's daughter on Instagram right now.
Wow. Okay. If I have a second,
I respect the God MC too much to be looking at these posts. Go ahead.
No comment. All right. For those that are into like tech, gaming, pop culture, all that good stuff,
Anime,
you can check us out on newgamingorder.com. With my affiliates, Thumb Thrasher Gaming, Geeking Out, and Robert's a part of that. Biff is newly onboarding.
Whoa. We didn't talk about announcements in the contract. Go ahead.
Oh, God.
Wow. Territorial ass. Yeah, make sure, if you're into, gaming, anime, all that good stuff, check out newgamingorder.com. My brother Fabert over here helps me run things. Website. We also did do a plug from my experience on that. So, we're a little family here. Did
I approve that?
We are a family. You can tell we such a family.
Shout out to some more black excellence. Charlemagne the God just posted on Instagram. Angela Rye will be joining BT to host and executive produce primetime news special series. Word. Man, listen.
Cool.
If y'all need, Angela Rye has a podcast too. I forgot the freaking name of it. Angela Rye, you talking about woke and don't play and know her stuff? Woo!
Stay woke.
That's an intellectual queen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. Thank you for joining us. And tell a friend and get the Anchor app once again and join the Facebook group and all that good stuff. And we will holler at y'all. Peace. Did I hit the record button? Oh, it's recording. Oh.
Don't say that.
I did that one. Wait a minute. What the heck? I did that one time.
Was I on that show?
Hello.